my name's Orla. How you doing? So I'm just back from London where I saw Ateez, and it's a bit of a full weekend. So I thought I'd just like give a little rundown of it. I meant to vlog it like here, but I had to film for TikTok, so I was filming most things like vertically. And then also like just like with the daily parts, like it was a very busy, chaotic weekend. So I thought I'd just like go through it here and explain everything that happened over the weekend. So I'll just give you guys the rundown. I'll probably put in videos sporadically if I can. So I went with my friend Ruth, and we had bought tickets for day one, obviously because that was like the first one that was out. Then, as we all know, the concert got postponed for the second time. And I was like really nervous because we're going to K-pop Flex in like 9 days. And so I was really worried that it was gonna like cross over when they rescheduled, but luckily everything worked out. Ruth kind of wanted to go for VIP day two, but I just didn't have the funds to do that. So she did buy tickets for day two that she thought were VIP for herself, but they weren't, and she was very disappointed with that. Then about 2 weeks ago, I got contacted and was basically invited to day two for like 2 tickets and VIP, which was like, it was perfect because I was like, Ruth, you literally wanted to do it in the first place. We'll go. It'd be great. We're gonna have an amazing time. So I've also never like gone to a concert where like I've been like meeting up with mutuals. I'm from Ireland, and so like I don't have that many mutuals in Ireland. I have a few, but I don't have that many. This was like the first time that I was like going and like intentionally like meeting up with a mutual, and it was like, oh my god, it was so much fun. I got to meet everybody that I'll be going to Germany with, so that was like obviously like amazing. So I was staying in more like central London, and luckily like I was able to stay with my auntie, so I didn't have to like pay for a place to stay. And it was like, honestly, going to London makes me so jealous of their public transport, because the public transport here in Ireland, like if any of you know, it's terrible. So Ruth and I met at her place, and then we had like wine, you know, chatted, like got to speak to each other for the first time in person, which was honestly quite amazing. And then we went to the venue at about, I think the first day we went to the venue at about 5:45 or something like that. We met up with loads of people outside of the venue, and that was like so much fun, like meeting everybody. A few followers of mine came up, and they were all like so sweet. Like every single person that I met there was like the sweetest person ever. But it was still like, it was like 6. And I was like, well, I know like the doors are open, but we're just going to be sitting in there if we go in there. So we went and we got a drink before I went in, which obviously if you're of age, I think it's always a nice idea to have like one drink. And like obviously if you're of age and you do drink, I think it's just fun to have like one drink before a concert, because it's just kind of like, you know, makes you feel like you're getting ready for something. So we went, we got drinks. That was honestly so much fun, just like waiting for everything. And then we joined the queue, which like wasn't too bad. Like honestly, I've been to 2 other K-pop concerts. I've been to BTS in the O2, and I've been to The Boys. The Boys was grand. BTS, for obvious reasons, was a bit more of a chaotic queue. But this queue was fine, and like everybody was just like in such like a buzz. Like it was like really like nice energy. It was like a sunny day. It was gorgeous. Then when we're in the queue, I just start going off on Ruth about Heartstopper. I'm just like, I can't stop talking about it. I'm chatting to her about it. I'm giving her all my opinions. But I don't think I mentioned the word Heartstopper. And the 2 people in front of me turned around and go, "You're talking about Heartstopper." And I was like, yes, I'm talking about Heartstopper. And then we had the little chat, and it was great. And then I talked to one of them on Instagram afterwards, and it was so much fun. It was just lovely. Like literally at like K-pop concerts, more than like other concerts that I go to, people can just chat to each other in the queue. You don't need to know each other. You don't need to be mutuals. You don't need to follow them or anything. You just chat to people in the queue, and it works out well. We get in, the security situation was grand. It was just like a bag scanner and then like a metal detector thing. Finding our seats was easy enough as well. There was no like ushers that would like take you to your seats, but maybe there was. It just didn't help us. But it was fine. We found our seats. The person we were next to was so lovely. So I was in N7 for day 1, and honestly, like I loved that seat. I thought it was such a good seat. We were looking down, we could see every single thing they were doing. It was really great. It is a very long concert. If you're going to it, I know there's only a few dates left, but like if you're going to it, it's a very long concert. You're getting bang for your buck. We were just so amazed because like they kept that atmosphere up for like the entire night, and they were singing live for the entire night, and it was just like, how are you not you probably are exhausted, but like honestly, their energy was just incredible. So after the concert day one, we more or less just kind of like went directly home. I had only gotten an hour's sleep because obviously I had flown that morning, and it just kind of made sense for us to go directly home afterwards rather than like hanging around. Also, I just like to say, Ateez work obviously so hard because some of them are fluent in English, but they all did their laments majority in English and really well. They were like really well spoken. They knew exactly what they wanted to say.
Okay, I ask you, what's the Mingy's charming point? Everything!
I just had like a lot of respect for that, because then when the like translator came on, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting the translator, because they just like spoke in English so much and so well, and you know, they don't have to, they can just use the translator, but they chose to speak in English, and I just thought that that was pretty incredible. So for day two, again, I went into Roots, we went over and we met some people before for drinks, and that was obviously great again. Then obviously this is the day that I'm a bit more like, because this is the day I'm being sent to. And a lot of the like Wembley staff didn't exactly know what we were on about when we were like, we have the influencer tickets, and they were like, cool, what does that mean for me? So we do the regular ticket thing, we go in and then we ask somebody like, where do we get the VIP? And she points us to a table. So then we showed them our tickets and they're like, can we see the email that's like saying that you're VIP? So I pulled up the email and they gave us this bracelet, which we weren't supposed to get. We didn't know that at the time, but we weren't supposed to get this VIP bracelet, but most of the people with the influencer passes did get a bracelet like this, or a tier 1 bracelet, because that's what we thought we were meant to get. And that is nobody's fault. That is just like all of us being like very excited to get the passes. I was quite nervous to be on the floor because when I saw BTS in the O2, I had standing, and I couldn't really see them that well most of the time, which was obviously quite disappointing. But I think that when like the floor is seated, it's so much better because people are spaced out properly. Like, oh my God, the view was amazing. It was phenomenal. We're sat in our seats, and that's when I think they must have been KQ staff came around and gave all the influencers our bracelets. They had all our names and the seats that we were supposed to be in. I don't know how many people got the gifted bracelets, but everyone that I met with one of these was so nice. So these were the bracelets that we got. These are the My Music Taste bracelets, and it says stop wishing, start making. And I think that it's such a cute, like, I'm gonna take this off today and I'm gonna stick it in my little journal thing. That's very cute. So the concert day 2, I feel like it went a lot more seamlessly for me. I don't know if it's because I had actual sleep. I had a bit of a buzz on me. I don't know what it was, but the concert day 2, I loved the energy on the floor. It was so, it was just so amazing. The energy on the floor was beautiful. So the whole concert goes on again. Can I just say, for some reason, the main thing that got me crying was Maddox. Like, I was bawling. I was in tears. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I need to listen to him more because I was just in... I was a mess.
Okay, I'll still give you a hint. She's one of the greatest singers. Okay, the song is gonna be Easy on Me by Ateez.
I was in a state. But there was like a few differences between day 1 and day 2, so it wasn't like you were getting like the same concert copy and pasted. Like, they did have a few different things. Like on day 1, Mingy sang You and I.
You and I. Okay, one more time.
One more time.
Mingy, it's not your singing, it's 18 is singing.
Everybody.
Okay, everybody. I like it.
18, are you ready? Okay, one more time. 18, are you ready?
5, 6, 7, 8. You and I,
We don't wanna be like that.
wow.
We can make it to the end. Nothing can come between.
Okay.
Okay, so.
And then on day 2, Jongho rapped. So like, there was a few differences between day 1 and day 2. Like, it wasn't like a copy paste tour. So then we get to the end of the concert. We got confetti that night. People were going feral over the confetti, and there was loads of it left over at the end. Like, if you had just like waited and like gone up at the end, you would have gotten the confetti. It would have been fine. So we had known somebody who had High Wave from the day before. So they told us like, when the concert ends, just stay in your seat. But we didn't, because we weren't technically speaking in the High Wave section, because we were in B. So we had to move up to A, and all of us who had like influencer bands, we all like kind of, not all of us, I doubt it. A lot of us sat together. I know some people are curious about how like the High Wave works. Basically, you have to sit around for a while. I think you have to sit around for not an hour. Maybe it was an hour, and we just were chatting, so we didn't notice time going by. But you have to wait a while. It was basically just sitting and waiting your turn, and they just kind of took people out in sections for High Wave. But we were last, which was nice because it meant that like we could kind of go a little bit slower. Like, Ruth was behind me. I think she was genuinely the last person that they waved at. I thought it was going to be in a different room. It's more or less just like in the area outside where the seats are, where like you buy like your drink or your food, or go to the bathroom. Like, that's just kind of where it is. And they were sitting down with a screen, and when I tell you, like, I know I saw them, they still didn't really seem real. They were glowing. They looked like they did look very tired. Poor boys. But they were like glowing. And when I tell you as well, you cannot truly understand how handsome Mingy is until you see him in the flesh. He's like the most, oh my god, he has this energy that's so handsome, that I like, you can't fully grasp it over a screen because it's the energy. Like, in my head I was saying all cute things. Like, I was like, hi, I love you, oh my god. I called Yuno. I did call Yuno my husband, which I was very happy with. I don't know if you noticed, but I did call Yuno my husband. I kind of didn't realize what happened until like I went back and like watched the video back, where I was like, oh my god, all I did was like go like, hi, 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 hi.
Let's keep moving, guys.
Follow the line.
Hi, Mingy. Hi. Hi. Oh my god, husband. Hi. Hi.
Do you know, I can't complain. They were the most incredible. San is such like an energy buzz. Like, San was very like, hi, 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 hi. Like, that's so cool because they had just been like performing 2 days in a row, massive long sets, and they sit around and wave at you afterwards. Like, that's a lot of energy. Yeah, it was incredible. And then we got the posters afterwards, and it was like very quick. After that, we did get McDonald's, and I met more mutuals, and it was very fun. It was just such like a long day, but like I wasn't even tired at the end. I wasn't like tired until I got to Ruth's house, and I was like so grateful for like everything that happened to me over the weekend. If you ever get the chance to go see Ateez, I'd recommend it. Honestly and truly, they are such born performers. If you ever get a chance to see Ateez, I would recommend it. Thank you all for being so lovely. This is where I'm going to end the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Follow me on the socials, and I'll see you when I see you. Okay, bye!